America, we are back, baby. Welcome to another episode of America Unfiltered. Glad to be back with you guys here today on Thursday. Hope you guys have had a great day so far. A lot of different things to get into today. Nothing crazy breaking, but we do have one major story that we're going to cover for our featured story today, and then we have a lot of smaller stories that we'll do a little bit before that. But our featured story today is going to be Benjamin Netanyahu is now suing the New York Times and not only the New York Times themselves, but a reporter at the New York Times as well over his use of free speech about the rape that happened in Israeli prisons. They are saying that this is blood libel, that this is blasphemous, that this is a complete fabrication. But the reports and my reporting over the last 6 months actually prove that this reporter is correct. And we will highlight stuff I've reported on previously. We'll talk about the rape instances that have happened within prisons in Israel. And we will also talk about the Right to Rape festival that was held in Israel. So they want to say that it's blood libel to say that Israeli prison guards were raping Palestinian prisoners. But not only do we have videos of the rape, like we literally have a video of the rape. I've played it on the show before. But they also held a Right to Rape festival in their country. And what is a Right to Rape festival? A Right to Rape festival is when a bunch of degenerate Middle Eastern like towel heads get together and basically say, we want to be able to rape every single Palestinian because they are less than us. This is Jewish supremacy. It is Israeli supremacy. We are seeing it, and we are now seeing them try and literally sue people over reporting on this. This is actually insane. So we're going to report on that today. That's going to be our featured story. And like I said, we have a lot of smaller stories to get to. We're going to talk about Thomas Massey's campaign a bit today. I've been a little bit quiet about it because I really like Thomas Massey, but I was curious to see where it would go. You know, we've seen a lot of crazy things come out recently about like hush money payments, and I wasn't really buying into it. Any of the, like, whenever I hear something like that, to be honest, I don't believe women ever. I'm going to be honest. I am a victim blamer. I don't believe women. When women are like, I was raped, I was paid off, like, I don't believe you. Sorry. Show me the proof. Show me the proof that this guy did this to you. Show me the proof that he raped you. Show me the proof that you filed a police report. Show me the proof that they sent you a hush money payment and why they sent, like, and hush money, it's like, okay, like, who really gives it? Like, yes, it matters, but hot take, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? It's been going on forever. Like, it's, again, it's just so crazy. Graper's mom goes, W, new tie. I like this tie. I've had it actually for a while. I gotta iron it, though. I gotta iron it a bit. It's got a couple creases. Now that I'm on the show, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, ugh, I gotta fix that. But I appreciate the compliment, Groiper's mom. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Someone said the Bagman. Oh, Bagman's fucking back, baby. You have no idea. Bagman is fucking back. Somebody says hello. Oh, Christian says hello. How you doing, Christian? Hope you're having a good day. Someone said, it's me, the real Cristiano Ronaldo. No, it's not. You have 60 subscribers. Someone else also, I want to read this message because after I signed off my stream yesterday, someone left this in my kick chat, and I thought it was nice. And I was like, let's read this on the show. He goes, yo, man, I always listen to your podcast on Spotify while I'm at work. I live in the Netherlands and work as a 18-year-old carpenter. You really helped me get through the work weeks with your podcast. I just want to let you know that you have to keep going no matter what, and I believe you will get famous one day. Well, God bless you, brother. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate the support. Touches my heart. Thank you. I love that we got viewers all around the world. I remember one of the craziest things is like when my show really started hitting the algorithm on Spotify, because Spotify is where I took off. Spotify, we became big on there. You know, we're not the biggest podcast on Spotify, but we're rising. We're a pretty big show. We get thousands and thousands of views on every episode on Spotify now. But I remember one time somebody commented on my show and they're like, dude, I was on a train in Australia and the guy in front of me on the train was also watching your show. And I'm like, holy shit, like, let's go. We made it. We made it, motherfuckers. We made it. We're here. We're back. America, we are so fucking back, baby. I'm amped, though. We got a good show for you guys today. Very excited. We're going to do a little bit of a follow-up report on Chud the Builder, now Chud the Shooter. Looks like he's getting charged with attempted murder. Not a big surprise. Like I said, you cannot be tweeting out that, like, you know, one day a black guy is going to get shot by me because he's going to chimp out too hard and then, like, expect to get off in self-defense when you shoot a black guy. You can't walk around agitating people every fucking day and just say, oh, it's free speech. It's like, I understand what you're doing. And I do support the right for people to say whatever the fuck they want as long as it's not violent. But also, there is limitations on, like, harassing people in public and things like that. And what he's doing is harassment. What he's been doing is harassment. He's walking around trying to just basically trying to get people to shoot him. Like, that's the real big thing that, like, not enough people are talking about, is this is a suicide attempt. I've seen private messages with Chud with people I know. I've been in a group chat with Chud. I haven't talked to him too much personally, but I know a lot of people who have and who were close with him before, things started really going off the rails. He had that major crash out on live stream, and it's extremely clear to me, without a doubt in my mind, that this is a very sad, fucked up suicide attempt that we're seeing by Chud the Builder. Someone said, perfect timing. Chud did nothing wrong. Oh, come on, buddy. Come on. Like, saying Chud did nothing wrong, I disagree with that statement. Because here's why. What Chud is doing is not only so bad for the AF movement optics-wise, but it's literally just harassment. Like, going up to people, calling them words you know they're not going to like, and then as they're, like, responding to that, and obviously they're going to respond in a negative way, but as they're responding to that, you, like, then double down, and then you, like, threaten to escalate to violence immediately. Like, you are going out and harassing somebody knowing that, like, oh, I might have to defend myself. It's like, you don't want to put yourself in situations where you're ever going to have to discharge your firearm. Have your firearm on you 24/7 for protection. I do myself. Like I said, I literally keep one back here every fucking show I do. So I'm on episode 275. I've had a gun on me for 275 straight episodes now. But the difference is I'm not walking around the fucking street harassing people looking to use that weapon eventually. That's the difference. I pray every day that I never have to use that. I pray every single day that I never have to use my firearm against somebody in self-defense. I don't want my life to be at risk to the point where I have to use it. And I also just find it's like fucked up to want to kill people. It is fucked up to want to have to do that. Because when you pull out your firearm, you're doing it to take down a threat and most likely execute a threat. And he's been looking for that to happen for a while. And I don't find it to be good. Oh, he goes, sarcasm. Perfect timing arriving at the live show. Okay. Well, that makes it a little better. I was just like, dude, because I've seen people supporting him. And he's raised over $100,000 on his Give, Send, Go. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, do people really think he has a chance of winning this legal battle? And then here's the real fucked up thing. Fucked up for him. He is going to die in prison. Like, that is the reality. One of two things will most likely happen. He's going to get convicted on this. He's not getting away with this. Especially, we have a video I'm going to show you. Someone from a distance away video. You can kind of see if you look really closely what's happening. But it looks like Chud is, like, outright, like, the statement Chud gave is this guy, punched him and then got on him and started hammer fisting him. And in that instance, I even said yesterday, I'm like, that would be self-defense if he shot him. But the video we're seeing, it looks like Chud is on top of this guy. It does not look like how Chud originally depicted it when he told the police officers in the recording. So we'll look at that today. We'll analyze it a bit. I want to hear what you guys have to say about it. But yeah, it's extremely sad. And here's the thing. Chud's not like an enemy, but Chud is definitely not an ally. But at the same time, we will pray for Chud. I will pray for Chud. I'm going to ask my viewers to pray for Chud. This guy's going through a lot with his family. And obviously, it's impacted his, mental health and his thought process enough that he's escalated what he's doing to be like an extremely suicidal behavior. Like, it's just suicidal behavior. Everything he's engaging in. It's genuinely so sad to see. But yeah, very bad for the AF movement as well. But okay, we're going to, do a little transition from here. Please remember to like, smash the follow button, leave a comment. We read all the comments at the end of each show. Rate the show 5 stars on Spotify. Follow on all platforms. Remember to join the Telegram channel by scanning the code up in the corner. Stay updated on all things America Unfiltered. And let's see, what else? Oh yeah, AUTV.shop. Check out our website, AUTV.shop. Get all your America Unfiltered goods. AUTV.shop. This one has been a big seller recently. The Israel, I still have to fix the 2X. Fuck, I'm a retard. Why do I still have 2X on my website? I do not want fatties. I do not want fatties buying my shit. I will, if you order a 2X, I'm going to refund your order. I'm not going to send it to you. But this one's been a big hit. The Israel Did It hoodie. It's like pretty low key. It's low key enough. You can kind of like wear it out in public if you really want. But I like it. I like the Israel Did It hoodie a lot. That's probably one of my favorites. Quarter zip is really cool too. Hat. I like it all. I made it all though, so I'm a little biased. I'm not going to lie. Christian says, I don't know about that. The report said the Israelis used dogs to rape the Palestinians. That's literally not something that could physically happen. What are you saying that? First of all, that could happen. That could happen. Humans have had sex with dogs, even though it's fucked up. It has happened. But that's also not the only allegation that Netanyahu is contesting. He's also contesting just the rape claims in general from the prison. It's much more like the dog rape claims. You can maybe make an argument that those are slightly exaggerated, although there was some evidence pointing to it. But the other rape claims are, I mean, I have evidence of it. I've watched the video of the rape. It was fucked up. We watched it live on the show together. I remember me and Fidel had like a crazy argument about it because Fidel was like, they're patting him down. And I'm like, why are they thrusting into him while they're patting him down? And then he's like, that's not what's happening. And I was like, Fidel, we're going to watch it again. We're going to watch this video again. Fidel still refused to admit that it was a rape video. But yeah, we'll get into the Netanyahu suing the New York Times towards the end of the show. Christian goes, let's pray he finds God. Let's pray he finds God. We should 100% pray that Chud the Builder is able to find Jesus Christ. Because the stuff that Chud the Builder is saying like behind the scenes is 10 times scarier than the stuff he's saying in public. Like he's talking about like meeting his creator. He had a crazy quote that I can't even like repeat verbatim, but he claims he's so in tap with the Lord, and then he used a pretty pejorative slur after that, which I'm not going to repeat. Like, again, I say almost everything on this show, but the one rule I have with my family, because they don't, my family, obviously, like, most people I know, like most young people who feel the way I do, you know, their family disagrees with their politics. And the one thing I've given my family is like, guys, I won't say that word. I won't say the N-word on my show. I will not. As of now. Maybe that changes down the line. Maybe that changes down the line. I don't know. Someone goes, bro, it can happen. When I was 6, a golden retriever blasted my shit. Okay. Okay, buddy. A golden retriever blasted my shit is a crazy way to phrase it. Then he goes, never been the same. Yeah, I'd imagine that would fuck you up. I'd imagine that would. A golden retriever blasted your shit. Honestly, it's not the worst dog to blast your shit, but it's like, it's not great either. That's a big dog, but like, there are worse dogs. I'm trying to think, like, what would be the worst breed of dog? Why am I even thinking? See, this is my mind. My mind is a fucked up labyrinth. Like, my mind is just so fucked up. Immediately, I'm like, what would be the worst dog to rape a human? Like, if you were to really torture and you wanted to go for maximum pain, what would be... We're not even going down that rabbit hole. We're not going down that rabbit hole today. But okay, let's get into the show. Let's get into our smaller news subjects. Then we'll work our way up to Thomas Massie and Benjamin Netanyahu suing the New York Times over free speech. But okay, here we go. Let's get it popped up on the screen here. I want to start with an article I wrote today, actually. Normally, I never do anything like this, but I do think I want to bring as much attention to this situation as possible. And we talked about this yesterday, so it's a bit of a follow-up story to yesterday. But if you guys know, this woman, Claire Randich, who is a trainer at a Chicago gym, and she is the head recruiter for a company called Zelle, not the money, the payment processor, but the recruiting. They do recruiting for jobs, staffing, etc. That's what it seems like, ZELH, not ZELLE, like the payment one. But she's the head of recruiting there, and like I said, she is a trainer at Studio Legree in Chicago. And she sent a DM to another woman whose @ is Rack is Right. It's this girl right here who she sent the DM to. This girl right here who's like she's like a right-wing shit poster, you know, similar to me a little bit. She posts about fat people, she posts about liberals, she posts about a lot of different things. But basically, she sent her a DM, and the DM was this. It goes, I would fucking kill myself if I were you. You're an absolute piece of shit, and I hope that every horrible thing happens to you, including death. And guess what? It's probably closer than you think, you fucking ugly-ass hag. Get a nose job, you fucking cunt. So then immediately, I started reaching out. I reached out to the studio she works at. I reached out to her other company. I was like, is this person employed with you guys still? Will you guys be condemning these statements? Are you still going to be affiliating with this person? And the brand said, or the studio said, oh, this person's account was hacked. And then I actually got an email from Claire saying the account was hacked. And then I said, I gave her two options basically in two different emails. And I could even show them on, I don't know if I will, but if it comes to it, I will. If she starts like disputing things publicly, I would definitely show the evidence on the show. But basically, the first email said, okay, if you can provide me, because we had the timestamps of when the DMs were sent. We had the timestamps of like when the account was active versus when she deactivated her account. Post this girl, posting these screenshots everywhere. Because the girl Rack is right. She has how many followers? 13,000 on here, 20-some thousand on Instagram. She's not a small figure. She has a little bit of motion online. But basically I said, send me a screenshot from Meta saying that someone tried to log into your account at X time from X location, the email you get when your account gets hacked or when someone attempts to log into your account. Didn't get provided to me. I then sent a follow-up email and I said, here's what I want for this situation. I basically said, like, I don't want to ruin your life. I don't want you to never be able to get a job again. I don't want people to look up your name, like your future in-laws to look up your name and see that you told the girl to kill herself. Like, I want the best possible outcome for everybody. If you reach out to this woman and apologize privately, I will just drop this entire thing. Basically, like I said in a professional manner, paraphrasing here. Didn't respond at all. But you want to know what she did do? She then sent, because I could see who views my, if you have like a business account, you could see who views your stories, who views your posts. You could see a lot more analytics than other people are seeing. But what she did do is she then sent all of her friends in Chicago to then go view my profile, view my stories, view posts, etc. People who don't follow me, have never followed me, people who live in Chicago, we've been able to verify all this. So this woman has been seeing these messages, and instead of actually responding to them or apologizing for her actions of telling another woman to kill herself, she took it upon herself to just send her friends to my page. And I said, I kept emailing, and I even sent the studio an additional message, and I said, this article will be going live at 5 p.m. Eastern today. And I sent that yesterday. I gave them a 24-hour deadline to respond. And they didn't follow up with anything. So I basically wrote the article, calling it out, saying the places she worked. I said that it was alleged because they did claim it was hacked, but like I said, there's no evidence to show it was hacked. And I point out, the disparities between like what they're saying versus like what the gym was saying versus the actual messages themselves and all the things that just did not connect. And basically, like I said, I just want to spread awareness about this article. I want to spread awareness about this person because this is about accountability to me. Here, I'll bring it back to the main screen. This is about accountability to me over everything else. We, in this like post Charlie Kirk assassination world, people feel so empowered to say whatever the fuck they want behind a screen. People feel like they can wish death, celebrate death, all these disgusting demonic behaviors, and they feel empowered to do it because they're behind a screen. They feel empowered to do it because it's become so mainstream and popular. Like, people on the left, every time someone takes a shot at Trump, celebrates. Like, I'm not pro-Trump. I fucking think the guy's a hack and Israel shill. But I would never celebrate the death of or the attempted assassination of a president. Like, that is just despicable and disgusting. Or even anybody, for that matter, even if it's not the president. But the left, they've celebrated every attempt. They've celebrated the Charlie Kirk thing. They've celebrated all these things, and it's just pure demonic evil. And like I said, it's just about accountability. I said to her, I want there to be some accountability. I want you to either apologize to this girl, try and make it right. It doesn't need to be anything crazy, just a well thought out message, just saying, hey, I'm sorry. I even said, like, we all have moments we regret. We all act out of anger sometimes, and we all do things that we wish we could take back. If this is one of those things, just be the bigger person and apologize. Don't double down. Don't deny. Don't try and say you were hacked when you weren't. Chose to not respond. And it's crazy to think that this woman is willing to die on this hill. It's so sad. Like, this is where liberals are at these days, that they're willing to die on the hill where they're like, yeah, I'll just allow this person to, because I don't want to ruin this person's life. I don't want to keep writing articles. I don't want to keep, blasting their name out there tied to it. So SEO eventually, like whenever you Google this woman's name, the first thing that comes up is, oh, this woman told somebody to kill themselves within the last few years. This girl who was an ex-volleyball player at Butler and is now head of recruiting at this company and is a personal trainer at this gym. That's what will end up happening. And I kept expressing that to her. I kept expressing that over DMs. I kept expressing it. She actually emailed me privately off a private email she created because she said she was being doxxed too much. But she was being, like, she kind of, like, made herself sound like the victim, which was also a big problem for me. It's like, you are not the victim. You literally told a woman to kill herself and that you'd be glad if she did. You called her a cunt, which I don't care about calling her a cunt. I call women cunts all the time. To be honest, my favorite thing to call a woman is a cunt. For the most part. Bitches, cunts, all of it. But the problem is wishing death upon someone. That's where it becomes pure demonic evil. And as a Catholic, I'm unwilling to stand by and just allow that to happen. I've got many people fired for the Charlie Kirk stuff. I've got many people deported. I've got many people kicked out of universities. I do this shit for the love of the game. I don't get paid extra to get this bitch fired. I don't get paid extra to get these people deported. I don't get paid extra to get these people kicked out of universities or write articles about them. I do it for the love of the game. I do it the deportations, definitely for the love of the game. Deportations I do because I want my country back. The rest of it, I do because we need accountability. We need real accountability. And if these people think that they can go their whole lives saying these statements, celebrating death, wishing death upon others, and they feel like they could just get away with it because they have, that's a problem. We need to hold these people accountable. You need to be DMing these people. Don't DM them threats. Don't DM them anything crazy, but DM them saying, like, that's a disgusting comment you made. That is shameful enough. It's like similar to like when you're driving a car, someone cuts you off. You could do this, and sure, it might be fun. It might relieve like 10% of your stress or 10% of your anger. But you want to know what really gets the person upset who cuts you off? Give them this. Give them a thumbs down. Let them know that they are wrong. That's it. It's not saying fuck you. It's saying you are wrong. You are in the wrong. And that's what we have to do in situations like this. Don't DM this girl telling her, fuck you, you're a cunt for saying that. DM her saying, hey, this is a terrible statement and you should repent. Things like that. And again, we're going to pray for this individual. We're going to pray for Claire Randich. We're going to pray that she is able to actually see the light and she's actually able to get away from this demonic behavior that she's now engaging in. Because here's the thing. When somebody sends a message like this and then it gets exposed, rarely is it ever the first message they sent somebody. This is probably a pattern that has been going on for a while, and it finally got exposed. I'd imagine if this woman is saying to somebody that they wish death upon somebody, calling them a cunt and an ugly hag and saying they should kill themselves, I think that is probably not the first. I doubt it started there, You don't start on the fucked up porn. You start on the easy porn and you work your way up to the fucked up porn as you get more and more engaged and addicted to it. And I feel like this is a similar demonic pattern where it's like you probably don't start telling people to kill themselves. You probably start like calling people bitches and cunts and fat and ugly. And then it eventually evolves to you telling them to kill themselves because you just disagree with them. So I condemn this woman. I wrote an article about her. I wish she responded because, like I said, I do not want to be engaging in trying to, hurt somebody's reputation. I would have much rather this woman just apologized for her actions. Just sent this one girl a DM saying, hey, I'm sorry, this was fucked up. I had a moment of anger. I'm going to work on myself. I've been going through blah, 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 whatever the fuck. I wouldn't have cared as long as it was an apology. And it was really heartfelt. That's all I was looking for. But she refused to do that. Refused to apologize. Refused to even acknowledge any of the follow-up statements I had with her. And same with the business. The business is outright defending her actions and still employing her. We don't know about Zell yet. Zell, it could be a different story. I'm still waiting to hear back from them. But the studio is just supporting this behavior, it seems like. And they've even gone as far as to try and like restrict my account from tagging them. I've tagged them in multiple videos where I've posted the article. I posted on X. I posted on Instagram. I posted on TikTok. I'm blasting it out to all major platforms. Not only that, like I said, this is about accountability. And I do this shit for the love of the game. I put ads on these motherfuckers. These are promoted articles now. On Instagram, I promoted it, so it's going to get extended reach. X promoted it, gonna get extended reach. TikTok, I'm going to promote it later this week. We're just going to see it. Like, TikTok, I do it a little bit different because sometimes the algorithm works in a weird way where you don't even have to fucking promote it. But, depending on the numbers next week, we're going to promote that one as well. Because this is about accountability. And if I have to spend a little bit of money to hold this woman accountable, so be it. So be it. Because we cannot have people wishing death upon others, especially in the political climate we're in now, where it's become so fucking normalized. I'm sick with it. I'm done with it. Because here's the thing about a woman like that. Here's the thing about a woman like Claire Randage. She would call someone like me a racist. She would call someone like me a piece of shit. I would run in a burning building to save the most violent, retarded black guy. She would laugh if I died. She would laugh if that woman killed herself. These people are disgusting and need to be held accountable. These people are pure demonic evil. And it is crazy to just lie and be like, oh, it was hacked. It's like, okay, stupid bitch. We know it wasn't hacked. We know it wasn't. I have the fucking evidence it wasn't hacked. You want to just admit it? You want to just... I was going to say you want to just grow some balls, but that doesn't make sense. But here's the thing also. It's like, I always say you can't blame women for being women. And this is how women act. They're vindictive, manipulative, lying cunts. They are. They are. Not all of them, but the majority of them, or a lot of them, or way too many of them at least. Vindictive, lying cunts. Manipulative as well. And that's what this woman seems to be. Extremely narcissistic. Just an absolute terrible, demonic person. But we're going to move on from this. Like I said, we'll report on this further if there's more updates in the future. I do want to keep moving on. Like I said, we got a long show to go through today. Not a long show, but we're already like 30 minutes in. It might be a long show. But let's get into the Chud the Builder stuff for a second. So this is the article from New York Post. Racist streamer Chud the Builder charged with attempted murder for shooting outside court. And then we'll show that video after. Do I have the video where it's... all right, give me 1 second. Let me get the actual video up of the shooting. I thought I had it pulled up. I guess I didn't. I'm a fucking idiot. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? We're getting the video of Chud the Builder shooting. Okay, it's right here. Sorry, had to get it pulled up for you guys. Okay. So we're going to watch it a couple times because you'll see. Like, you're not going to see what happened the first time, and then I'll kind of tell you what to look for the second time. But here's the video.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit.
They're out here.
Somebody got shot.
So this is like, this video started after the gunshot. These women started filming after they heard the gunshot. Here's what I want you to look for. Here's how you distinguish which one's Chud, which one's the black guy. Look for the hat. Chud wears his big hat, his big whatever the fuck hat. Look for the hat, and you'll be able to see. This is after the shooting. Chud is on top of him, and you can tell by the hat. And again, we're going to rewind it one more time so you guys can see. Look closely. Look for the hat. And you can kind of see it, like when he picks his head up. The cop pulls Chud this way to the side. It's not going to look good for Chud. We're going to be honest. This is not looking good for Chud. This is the last time we'll watch it.
Holy shit.
They're out here.
Somebody got shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the video there. So Chud the Builder is going to be fucked. Chud the Builder is an agitator. He's somebody who walks around just calling people the M-word. And then as they, approach him and try and confront him over it, he then tries to, he himself just, he takes it up a notch. He'll say like, oh, what are you going to chimp out? Do I have to mace you? Do I have to shoot you? And it's like, that itself is just like, why are you wanting to do that? That's evil. That is disgusting. You should not want to be violent. That should never, like, I carry every day. I never want to have to use it. He has been dying to use it. And like I said, this, if you really understand Chud, you've seen a lot more of him than just like these small clips. You know this is a suicide attempt. This is a clear suicide attempt. Similar to like death by cop, where you approach a cop with a knife so they kill you because you don't want to kill yourself. That's what this is. He doesn't want to kill himself. Feels too much shame in that he's trying to get himself killed. And here's the thing. He's going to end up going to prison for this. And, he wanted his death to be on live stream. He wanted to be a martyr of some sorts. He won't get that. He is going to go to prison, and he is going to get raped and stabbed hundreds of times. They're going to endlessly rape him, and then they're going to stab him until he dies. And that's extremely fucked up, extremely sad. I don't want that to happen, but that is what's going to happen. If Chud thinks he's going to have a pleasant time in prison, he is going to get introduced to Tyrone. He's going to get introduced to Jamal. He's going to get introduced to black guys who don't even know their names. He's going to get introduced to so many fucking knives and shivs in this prison, which is extremely sad, but that is what's going to happen. When you piss off enough black people and then you go to prison, those black people are probably going to fucking kill you unless Chud gets special protection the entire time he's in prison, which I doubt he'll get. He is utterly fucked. I mean, he has no chance of surviving this, which is sad. And then I saw this video, and there is some truth to it, but at the same time, it's not a justification. So I saw this video, and the caption was, "You want to know why people like Chud the Builder are becoming so popular? Because people are sick of seeing this kind of bullshit every day. Fuck these people." And again, I'm over like most people in the media, over 99% of the media, I stand up for white people more than almost anybody. I'm extremely pro-white. I have white pride. I stand up for the white people when I speak about black super predators consistently, especially the violent ones. Like, I go further than most people where I'm like, I literally want to enslave them. I want to take the people who commit the worst crimes, and instead of giving them the death penalty, or instead of putting them in jail, I want to make them slaves. And that would include Chud as well. I would like to make Chud a slave after this. Any violent criminal, I think, should become a slave instead of, just being a prisoner. I just don't see it as productive to society to just make someone a prisoner. But here's the video, and this is why I want to I'll debunk it when we... But it's just videos of black people assaulting white people, which is a problem, which I talk about all the time. It's so disgusting. A lot of these blacks are extremely racist against whites. They'll go out of their way to target white people or target people. They'll act violently. They'll act like straight animals. They act no better than slaves. And it is kind of understanding when somebody is like, oh yeah, I just want to go and call this guy the N-word. It's like, okay, I kind of understand it. Like, it makes sense, but do you think, and somebody wrote this on my show yesterday. Somebody wrote this, one of my commenters who's been around for a while, wrote this in my comment section yesterday, and I want to read his exact comment, because, to be honest, it is my favorite comment I have literally ever gotten on the show, and it's so simple, yet so effective. And here's the comment, and this is what, one of my biggest problems with Chud is. It goes, what is the point of fighting for the white race if you don't act like a proper white person? And it's like, A fucking men, brother. Because that's the thing. It's like, Chud is acting like a black agitator. He is acting like a black person. He is acting like one of the super predators. There's little to no difference between what Chud is doing and what some of these violent super predators do. It is just acting on impulse, trying to get people to get into an altercation so you can benefit from it. That is what black people do. That is what super predators and retards do. And Chud the Builder being this, like, I'm this macho pro-white guy, I wear a hat and I have a mustache and I call people the N-word and I have bear mace and a gun. It's like, dude, you are not acting like a white man. You are giving white people a bad name. White people like me, who try and represent the white people in a positive way, who try and talk about the positives of white culture, everything we've accomplished is being erased in real time by you, by people like you, by people who think it's, like, smart to walk around agitating and harassing people and acting like one of them. We want to be better than them. We want to show that we're, again, when I say better, I don't mean in like a superior way, but our actions. We want to show that our culture is more productive, that we aren't these violent people, that it is the problem with them, that they are violent. But the way to do that is not to spread hate. It is not to spread hate at all. And that's what he's doing. He's spreading hate. He's trying to provoke violence. He's trying to incite violence. And it happened. I said a week or two ago, I said, he will end up shooting somebody. And it will be the worst thing for white people in the AF movement. As a pro-white man in this country, this guy has ruined so much of what I have accomplished personally, and it's offensive to me. It's not offensive that he uses those words. I do not give a shit about the words he uses. I give a shit about him wanting to use violence. You cannot carry a gun around and then say to somebody, oh, you're chimping out, do I have to shoot you? And expect everything in your life to go well. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You are a deranged, sick fuck at that point. You are trying to incite a violent act so you can respond violently. Like, that was his ultimate goal, besides trying to kill himself. Like, you guys, if you watched the live show yesterday, you saw Lionheart sent me a DM and he joined the live chat on the show. And Lionheart even said, like, dude, read this DM I just sent you on Discord. I read it. It is one of the most suicidal things I've ever read. And unless Lionheart says I could read it publicly, I won't. But it was one of the most suicidal messages I've seen. And it was between Lionheart and Chud the Builder. And then that video he did on live stream where he's like, dude, my family won't talk to me. They completely condemn me publicly. My ex-wife is changing my kid's name, first and last name, to, not be affiliated with me. It's clear this is a suicide attempt. And like I said, Chud's future is going to look like this. He is going to either kill himself before he goes to jail, or he's going to go to prison, get butt-fucked, and then they're going to stab him endlessly. And he will die a slow, shitty, painful death. That's not on camera. He will never be a martyr, and all he will be known as is a racist agitator. Like, this is what I talk about when, and Nick Fuentes talks about it too, when it's like low IQ racism, high IQ racism, low IQ anti-Semitism, high IQ anti-Semitism. Walking around and calling black people the N-word to incite a reaction is low IQ racism. Saying black people are 13% of the population, but 55% of the murders, 75% of the theft arrests, per capita, more rapes, school shootings, every single violent cat, that's high IQ racism. Saying that 90% of my interactions with black people are negative, so I avoid them, high IQ racism. Explaining the differences between the races, saying blacks are lower IQ genetically, high IQ racism. Walking around saying, oh, you're going to chimp out? Should I bear mace you? Low IQ racism. Walking around, standing outside of a synagogue, calling Jews kikes and throwing shit at them. Low IQ anti-Semitism. Saying Israel has control of our government through AIPAC, through lobbying, through blackmail. High IQ anti-Semitism. Talking about literal stats like 61% of Israeli men don't view rape as rape as long as they know the person. High IQ anti-Semitism. Trying to attack people just for being Jewish who aren't even like religious Jews or like have, no real affiliation to the religion besides like when they were a kid, their parents used to bring them to temple. Low IQ anti-Semitism. We need to root out the low IQ retards from this movement. We need to root them out of society and public in general. These low IQ people are 10 times worse for the movement than anything else. Chud the Builder has hurt the America First movement and hurt the pro-white cause more than almost anybody. And to be honest, the only people who are like openly like, oh, free Chud, Chud's the fucking man, it's the Wignats. That's all it is. Unless you're an extreme white nationalist and you literally have real racial hatred for these other races, you are not, that is the only way you're supporting this guy. But then you have someone like me who it's like, I'm extremely critical of every other race. I'm sometimes critical of white people too, but extremely critical of blacks, Indians, Jews, extremely critical of Middle Easterners, just all the different races, Hispanics, etc. But the difference is I don't fucking hate them. I don't want them to die. I don't want to incite violence against them. I want to deport 100 million of them from my country. Sure. I want to enslave the violent ones. Sure. But I actually see that as like more progressive than in the current system we have. Like people are always like, oh, slavery, that's crazy. And it's like, no, it's really not that fucking crazy when you think about like we're pro-death penalty in this country, but we're anti-slavery. It's like, what? So taking someone's life is morally better than just making them work their debt off. Like, I'm not saying we have to rape the slaves. We don't have to make them sleep in shit and whip them. Give them a metal bed like prisoners. Give them a housing facility like prisoners. But then during the day, for fucking 12 to 15 hours a day, they'll be working the fields or doing my shoelaces. I don't fucking know. But I find that to be a more humane and moral argument than death penalty. And a lot of people tend to disagree, but I think it's actually one of my best points. Let's see. Let's go to some of the live chats. Someone said, dude, every time I see this golden retriever comment, I'm like, that's crazy. Someone said, you're the GOAT. Thank you. Someone says, I'm 16 years old. I've been watching your show daily. I agree with your views, and I want to help my friends see too. Well, send your friends the fucking stream. Send your friends the show. Let's get my show in every high school in America. No, that's crazy. But yeah, let's do it. Come on, send your friends the show. Thank you. I appreciate you being a supporter. It's awesome that we have young supporters too. I love me a good No, I'm kidding. Kidding. But I do love when young people are engaged in politics. I think it's awesome because, to be honest, the younger generation, they're a lot more based than I am. It's crazy. Like, I think the stuff I say is based in, like, super right wing. But these guys, holy shit. Have you seen the new generation? These people are fucking crazy. And I'm saying, I like it. I fucking love it. Someone goes, I was having a conversation about that last night. Oh, I recognize that name. What's up, buddy? How you doing? And somebody goes, hey, you. How you doing, Catherine? Hope you're having a great day so far. Thanks for joining into the show. But yeah, that's kind of the Chud the Builder update.
Catherine Alexandria sent $5 on Rumble. Can you help me spread the word about Iowa Republican primary for governor? Randy Feenstra, who takes money from IPAC and Zachlan, a new to politics 40 years/0, mostly self-funded, promotes Iowa First.
We actually talked about that the other day. I don't know. First of all, thank you for the $5. God bless you, Catherine. We love you, Catherine. You're fucking awesome. Catherine is a friend. Catherine's awesome. Genuinely appreciate Catherine all the time. Such a sweet person. She's like a nun. She's a real treasure. But we actually talked about him the other day. I was doing some research on his campaign literally just this week. And I most likely will be doing a full episode about the guy, or at least like half an episode, featured story at the very least about the guy within the next week or two. Because I seem to like him a lot, especially compared to the AIPAC candidate. But yeah, I will definitely do a segment on it again. Someone mentioned it, was it in the live chat or comment? I don't know. Somebody mentioned it in my Kick chat, I think, like a week ago. And I was like, I've never fucking heard of this guy. Maybe it was you. I don't think it was you. You probably would have remembered that. It was somebody else, I'm guessing. But I reported on it. And I like the guy. And again, we're always against AIPAC. That's a big thing. We fucking despise AIPAC. But that's also the thing. It's like, that's a problem with the low IQ anti-Semites, where they're like, oh, it's all AIPAC. It's all AIPAC. It's like, dude, you're cooked. It's not all like, yes, AIPAC's a massive part of the problem. But do you realize AIPAC is like one of like hundreds of Israeli lobbyists, lobbying groups? Like Kentucky MAGA is a super PAC. It is an Israeli-run lobbyist group called Kentucky MAGA. AIPAC is just one of the most obvious ones because it's the American Israeli Political Affairs Committee. But then you have Kentucky MAGA, and it's like most people would look at that and they'd be like, oh, that sounds super fucking patriotic. Like, go Kentucky, go right wing. It's like, no, it's an Israeli-run super PAC where they're funding against Thomas Massie. Like, that's what it is. And here's the thing, like, a lot of the AIPAC donors, like, the way it works is, like, it's a lot of American-based donors who are Jews who work for the interests of Israel. And they kind of do donate to a lot of the other, they donate to Kentucky MAGA, they donate to Faith Through Works, they donate to a lot of these other things. So they are somewhat connected, but it's like all the people are like, oh, it's all AIPAC. We have to have AIPAC register under FARA. It's like, okay, you have to have like 100 different lobbyist groups register under FARA. There is so many fucking Israeli lobbyist things. And the thing is, we probably don't even know all of them. They're so good at creating these shell companies through shell companies through shell companies. It's the same way they did the pagers thing. Which that is, I mean, we've talked about the Unit 8200 guys with the pagers a lot. We don't have to go back into that today. But that's a whole fucking crazy thing too. Like the people who put the bombs in the pagers are now working for every tech company in America. It's like, what the fuck? How is that allowed? How is that? Like, can I not be raped? Can I not be raped for once? Like, can I just live my life in peace without the fear that I'm gonna be like absolutely butt fucked and raped by like a exploding pen or like an exploding Apple Watch, or like I'm going to be sitting here doing the show and both my monitors are going to blow up in my fucking face, or this mic has like a little fucking bomb in it from Unit 8200. It's like, can I just not live in fear that I'm going to be raped every fucking day and exploded by Israel? Is that too much to ask? Like, I constantly feel like a rape victim. Constantly, All the women who've been raped, I'm with you. I feel you. I know your pain. I actually probably know it worse. The women who've been raped, sorry to tell you, I have it worse than you. Because I not only have to subject myself to constant sexual assault in my comment section by people giving me max character count comments, but every day I have to live in fear that I'm going to get raped by Israel through exploding something. Like one day I'm going to be driving my Tesla and then immediately like the wheel's going to lock and the brake's going to lock everything, and then the gas is just going to go full throttle, and then they're going to steer me off a bridge, and you guys are going to think I killed myself, but I wouldn't. It's great. Like, that's the fear I live with. And then it's like, you hear these women crying about rape. It's like, okay, get over yourself. Wishful thinking, sweetheart. It didn't even happen. See, I'm a victim blamer. I got it. That's one of my biggest faults. I blame victims a lot. I look at these women who are like, I got raped. And it's like, show me the police report. Show me the Carfax on your pussy that shows. No, okay, that's crazy. Show me the Carfax. That's crazy. See, I don't know where I come up with this shit. Sometimes I just say shit and I'm like, you know what? Like, why'd I just say, show me the Carfax on your pussy to prove you got raped? That seems unchristian of me. You know, we'll walk that one back a little bit. But show me the police report. If you can't produce a police report or like a rape kit to show me you got raped, it's like, okay, sweetheart. No, you didn't. You had sex with a guy and regretted it. That's how I viewed it at that point. Women are just too... The problem with women is, like, again, you can't blame women for acting like women. Women are, like, delicate, retarded creatures, a lot of them. And you can't expect them to be smart or well thought out. Or you can't expect them to, you know, make coherent points or to be able to, like, back up their points or actually debate. Or you can't expect them to do anything but, like, piss shit, cry, laugh, scream. You know, just over-emotional. Like, treat a woman like a child. If you treat a woman, like a grown woman, like a 6-year-old, you will get so much further in life. I promise you, you get 10 times further with that woman by just treating her like a fucking infant. Not an infant, like a toddler. Because that's what they are. They are just grown toddlers. They've never grown. At least the Gen Z women, you know. You can make arguments like Gen X women are a little bit different. Boomer women are a little bit different. But these new Gen Z sluts, treat them like kids because that's what they are. They are literally just grown children, overgrown children. But okay, well, what we get? We're gonna move on. Holy shit, we're 45 minutes into the show, and I'm like 2 segments in, and we have like 5 or 6 small stories, and then we still have the New York Times shit in the comments. Okay, we're gonna go on. More transgender drama. Here we go. So transgender schizophrenic Utah murdered parents because mom interfered with genital surgery. So Mia Bailey, we're not going to use that name. Colin Troy Bailey, biological male who is LARPing as Mia Bailey, shot both of his parents in the head. Colin said that he was scheduled, or Colin said that, I'm getting fucked up. This whole thing's fucking me up. Colin said that he was scheduled to have his gender reassignment surgery, but claims that his mother put a stop to it. Base mom, good mom. In the coldest statement ever, Colin said, she can't say sorry to save her life, apparently. I had one thing going on, and she took it away from me. She was a target because she betrayed me. And we're going to watch this video of this cold confession. Absolutely fucking disgusting. Like, who, like, kills their parents and then wears a friend shirt to the police state? Like, that's crazy.
You want to know the specifics, but, yeah.
Is that hormone replacement?
Therapy, yeah.
So being 28 years old now, at what age did you know that you wanted to transition?
I mean, since I was born, but the earliest I can remember is 2.
Did your parents know prior to that?
My parents knew, my mom knew for 3 years, since 2019.
Okay.
July.
Was that a big topic of contention between you and her?
It wasn't a huge topic, but she was more like, how could I put it, not very supportive. She was in shock, just didn't say anything. And then she's never supportive since, and she kept calling me my nickname and a bunch of other stuff, so.
Mia says she was scheduled to have her long-awaited gender reassignment surgery the following month in July.
So they have a payment plan, and I had insurance. So they paid me about half of it at least, and I was going to do like a payment plan.
Okay.
And my dad was going to help me with a little bit of it, so.
According to Mia, her surgery was all set to go until her mother put a halt to it.
What led up to it was, I got a call from my social worker from the hospital, and like apparently kind of broken HIPAA in a way. They shared the details of the hospital, but the worst one was my mother contacting them to say no on the surgery. And, well...
So your mother contacted the hospital?
Yep. And so I knew I could probably appeal it with just if that, but she wouldn't. Let's just say I was very furious, and I asked her, I don't want to hear excuses. I want to hear an explanation, and I'm sorry, and I'll do something about it.
Okay.
Anyway, she can't say sorry to save her life, apparently.
So insane. That's so insane. Like, let's listen to that one more time. That last.
She can't say sorry to save her life, apparently.
That's how far she can't say sorry to save her life. It's like You killed the person who birthed you because they wouldn't allow you to chop off your dick? Because they wouldn't allow you to chop off your penis. Again, I made this statement the other day, but we're going to double down on it. Imagine explaining to any other generation of any other century, explaining to them, yeah, this person killed their parents because they wouldn't allow them to chop off their penis when they turned 18. Imagine having to explain that to somebody else. Like, imagine having to go to like a Roman Empire child, like a Victorian child, and be like, hey, yeah, so there's this schizophrenic freak who killed their parents because they wanted to chop off their penis, and the mom said no. And then when the mom wouldn't apologize for saying no, the son then killed the parents. It's so fucked up and insane. This is the world we live in right now. This is like legitimately scary that we have a lot of these people running around. It is so insane, and they are indoctrinating these kids young. A big problem is like the over-liberalization of schools. You have liberals as, all the fucking teachers are young, liberal, Gen Z, retarded white women who are pro-trans, pro-abortion, pro-immigrant, pro all these things. And they are pushing this shit onto the kids. They are affirming this shit with the kids. I know teachers who have affirmed like young kids. We even did the story yesterday of from my hometown in Chatham, where there was a dad who got kicked out of being able to go to his daughter's school because he tried to speak out against transgender, like 8-year-old boys going into the girls' bathroom. It's like so fucking insane. These kids are 8. These kids are 8. Like, that's just demonic evil. That is parental abuse. But this is what's happening in our society. And it's like it's almost crazier to not accept it than to accept it. Like, imagine, like, 20, 30 years ago, it was insane, the idea of, like, cutting your tits and dick off. Now it's like, if you don't accept that somebody wants to cut their tits and dick off, like, you're a bigot. And it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this world? Like, I'm a bigot because I don't want this person to chop off their cock? Really? Really? Like, what the fuck? This world is just so cooked. We really are just so fucked up right now. Everything in life is fucked right now. And I hate to be black-pilled because there is a lot of things to be white-pilled about, but, like, when it comes to, like, just liberals in society, super black-pilling. When it comes to the, education of the youth, super black-pilling. All these things, it's so negative right now. And we need a clear plan forward. We need to have more people on the education or in education, like teachers, administrators, principals, standing up against this stuff, saying we're not going to tolerate it in our schools. What you do in your own homes is your thing, but like if you want to have a trans kid who's 8 years old, homeschool them. Do not fucking bring that person to school and like, force like the teachers and force the other kids to have to acknowledge a gender that's not that, especially with like a fucking 8-year-old. So absurd. But yeah, this sick fuck, this demonic freak killed both his parents because his mom would not allow him to chop his dick off. That is where we're at in society. It's so insane. I want to transition. I want to go to, a little bit of a lighter topic. I want to go to this because I saw it, and my response I thought was pretty good. This account is funny. This Murray Hill guy, I don't know who runs it, but Murray Hill is like a district in New York where it's mainly fit, like there are jokes about it. The guys who live there, they're like ex-frat guys who now work in finance and they're in their first few years, haven't made some real money yet, but they love going out in downtown and like, semi-wealthy, young 20-year-old white guy. Like that's what Murray Hill's known for. And then this guy goes, friend is in an absolute pickle right now. He's been on like 7 dates with this girl, really likes her, everything's going great. Then last night, for whatever reason, he never asked this question. He asked what her body count was. 70 plus, she said. Now he wants to end it immediately. She's 27, he's 30. Is this valid or is he being soft? And let's see, I put 2 responses to this. Where's my second response? Why am I not able to? Because the second response is really the good one that I want to show you guys. Where was it? Okay, here we go. So when you think about 70 people, because like it's just so absurd that like this even has to be asked, but it's like 70 is 14 NBA starting lineups. 14. So that's almost half the NBA with their starting lineups. Like they're 30 teams. So just under half the teams, all their starting lineups. That is over a full active NFL roster. An NFL roster is 53 people. So she fucked every player and then the trainers. 11 hockey lines. Absurd. Over 11 hockey lines. 70 is sex with a new guy every month for 6 years straight. a new guy every single month for 6 years straight. That's 70 plus people. 70 could fill 2 city buses. So when you think of a big bus in New York City, like a public transport bus, that is 2 big city buses, and maybe even 3, depending on how many people are on it. 70 is a small wedding party. 70 is larger than military platoons. 70 is like a mid-sized college lecture. So you have these women running around with 70 plus bodies, and then this guy, like, we're not going to go through everything with the comments, but he's basically saying, oh, like 70 is like kind of normal for like a 27-year-old girl in New York City. And it's like, that is cooked. That is so insane. And that is why, and I've had this conversation with my priest. I've had it with a lot of friends. I've had it with family. And it's like, I always say, I'm like, I would literally rather, like, I want to be a father. I want to have a wife. I want to do the whole thing. I would rather die alone, not have kids, not have a wife, than ever have to lower my morals enough to marry a girl with remote, like, 70 bodies. That's 69 too high. That's 70 too high. Sorry, sweetheart. No, you are more than expired. You're like pussy. Like a hot dog down a hallway doesn't justify it. It's like throwing a tennis ball in an ocean. Like, it's just insane. Like, it is gaping, that hole at this point. But not only that, we don't have to be pejorative about what this woman's pussy is going to be like. But 70 people is literally so fucking disgusting. Like, I challenge everybody, name 70 people you know right now. Like, I'm sure you know 70 people, but it would be hard to even come up with the list. It would be hard to put together a list of 70 people you really know. This woman has fucked that many people. Women are so cooked. And if you don't believe that women are cooked, I want to show you this clip right here, which shows like, again, we go back and forth with Clav a lot, but like, watch this. This is insane. This is what women are like. Women are just literally retarded. And it's the Gen Z women specifically, but women are just so fucking cooked and retarded.
Whoa, what's wrong? Hey, you gotta stop with this fucking bitchy attitude.
I'm not mad about anything, so I don't know why you're like grabbing me.
Well, because you're all fucking
enough with
bitchy.
this bitchy attitude.
I can't believe this, girl.
Well, thank you, brother. We got to dip out because of the
All right,
show,
take care of
but thank you,
yourself.
brother. All right, bro. We'll pop out next Wednesday for sure.
See you, bro.
All right, later.
What are you doing?
I'm not mad, and there's nothing wrong.
But why are you like, dashing around? Like, what the fuck is going on? Fiona, what is going on? Huh?
Two men. No.
Do I have the right video up, or is this just...
I need to grab you.
That's not. No.
I understand. No, I don't even know their names. It's like, but I love.
Now.
I don't even know their names.
Their
like,
nasty ass lips are now.
Okay, I skipped like over the part. Here we go. Sorry, my bad. I thought I had the wrong video. I just had the longer version of
I
it.
just opened my Twitter and saw you making out with like 4 different girls in there.
Okay, and look who I'm with now. So who gives a fuck? It's like, do you think
Who
that?
gives a fuck?
I don't even know their names. It's
Their
like,
nasty ass lips are now. That's disgusting.
well, it's like, okay, but they mean I don't even know their names. It's like, but I love you. So how does that compare? It's like,
That's not. No.
I understand. I kiss some girls. You could leave if you want, but I love you.
No, it's just like.
That's
You
it.
don't need
That's
to
why
do
they all
that.
look the
What do
same.
you get out of making out?
Be
with
honest,
girls?
blonde women are kind of elite sometimes. We could agree to that.
That's it. Okay? You can leave if you want, but I love you.
The club? I can leave the club?
No, you could leave the relationship.
Why would I leave you? I'm never leaving you.
Exactly.
I'm never leaving you, but I want you to like listen.
Exactly. Like, we don't have to watch the rest of the video, but like that point right there that she says at the end is what I wanted to get to. I'm never leaving you. So this guy will cheat on you with everybody. Like, that's how degenerate and whorish these women are, and they're so obsessed with hypergamy that they're like, she's getting mad at him, being like, I just watched you make out with like 5 different girls in front of me. I'm your girlfriend, blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, literally, he's like, shut the fuck up. I'm not tolerating that. He's like, you could leave the relationship if you don't want to. She goes, I'll never leave you. It's like, this is what these women are like. And they want me to marry one of these slags. Sorry, not going to do it. Not going to do it. I'm not going to marry a whore. I would literally rather die alone than marry a fucking whore. And that's what all these women are. Most Gen Z women are worthless sluts. They are just literal holes. That's all these women are. That's all they have to offer. They are like career-driven, boss bitch sluts. Like, that's all these women are in Gen Z. And it's so, that's one of the most blackpilling things. Let's see. Let's go on, though. I saw this, and really quickly, I want to look at this and analyze this, and then we'll go into the Thomas Massey Netanyahu, and we'll end with our comments. So we're getting to the back half of the show here. I want to start, and I want you guys to look at this for a second, and then I'm going to read it. Everybody was like, oh, Jake Shields is smart. Jake Shields, like, know what he's talking about. Because there's a lot of people now with this new divide between, like, Dan Bilzerian, Nick Fuentes, the America First movement splitting up a little bit, you know, different creators going different ways. A lot of people are like, oh, Jake Shields and Dan Bilzerian are the guys. Like, they know what they're talking about. They're smart. They're high IQ, blah, blah. This is a tweet from Jake Shields. Did you not that when Tesla tied our military brought his writing to Trump's uncle to inspect? 3 days he determined there was nothing interesting and returned them to Tesla's cousin. When it was returned, 20 truckloads of materials were missing. Do you not that when Tesla tied our military brought his writings to Trump's uncle to, like, what the, is he fucking retarded? And we know he is. We know he suffers from CTE and he's a little retard. But it's like the fact that people are glorifying this guy online, they're like, he's such a genius. He's so red-pilled and based, and he knows what he's talking about. It's like, dude, he's a fucking idiot. Everything he learned from Nick. And now he's abandoned Nick, and you're seeing how fucking retarded he is. Did you not that when Tesla tied our military, brought his writing to Trump's uncle to inspect? What the fuck is he even trying to say here? What the fuck is this guy even trying to say? Like, Jake Shields, you are a complete and utter fucking retard. Like, holy shit. You are the definition of a meathead, where it's like you're a fighter, but you're an absolute fucking moron of a person. There's nothing redeemable left about you. Like, literally, you're a fucking idiot. You're arguably the dumbest fucking person to exist. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that because I was like, holy shit, like, am I having a stroke? Someone sent me that, and they were like, dude, I felt like I had a stroke reading this. And I'm like, what the fuck does this even mean? Like, what the fuck is he even saying? So insane. But let's go on. Let's talk about Thomas Massey for a bit, because Thomas Massey, this is big. They tried to, one of his ex-girlfriends or something tried to basically say, like, Thomas Massey tried to bribe her for hush money over, like, cheating out. I don't, who gives a shit about hush money? Like, literally, I could give a fuck. It's been happening forever. To be honest, we need a guy like Massey. And to be honest, like, it's not like we're just completely blowing over that, but it's like, it doesn't seem like, to me, it's just another Me Too thing. It's just another, like, bullshit allegation with no real evidence. And even if there was, like, a little bit of evidence, it's like, does it even matter? Does it even, like, pale in comparison to what Massey's fighting against? Not real. Like, Massey is, you know, it's disrespectful to him to say he's the better of two evils, because I don't think he's evil. I think he's genuinely a really good person. Me and him actually disagree on a lot of points for sure. Like, Massey's definitely not as strict on immigration. Nowhere fucking close as I am. You know, the major point we agree with is Israel and Epstein. But we need a guy like Massey to win. And especially, it would set a massive precedent. It would be a historic victory. Because like I said, Kentucky MAGA is a Israeli super PAC that was started to try and fund the campaign against Thomas Massey. Miriam Adelson, the Zionist Jew, who flew Jonathan Pollard back to Israel, the spy, the Jewish spy, who gave Donald Trump's, holy shit, I felt like I just had a stroke, who gave Donald Trump $250 million. She funded a war chest against Massey for like $50 million through Kentucky MAGA. And Massey was kind of like neck and neck with his opponent, kind of like going above. And then there was a steep drop when like hush money allegations came out, and he was projected to then lose. Like, Massey was projected to win, then it went to like 46-54, Massey losing, and then now it's back to Massey projected to win again. And I want to show you guys this ad because, like, I don't talk about Thomas Massey enough. I probably should a little bit more, but there's just been other stuff happening, so we haven't reported on it. But here's the new Thomas Massey ad. We're supporting Thomas Massey in his run right now. We need to defeat the Israel lobby, and we need to fight for transparency. And if we can defeat Israeli-backed campaign against Massey, that would be a wild victory for America First. That would be an incredible victory for America First if we could defeat $45 million in funding from Miriam Adelson. Like, imagine this. Just imagine. Close your eyes, picture a world with me. We're all going to come together right now. Picture a world where James Fishback destroys Byron Donalds after Byron Donalds raised $48 million from the Israel lobby. And then also, Thomas Massey defeats whoever he's, I forget the fucking person he's running against. Thomas Massie defeats the person he's running against, the Trump-backed candidate, the Israeli candidate, basically, who's funded by Miriam Adelson. So basically, if America First can win these two key races, that would be beating almost $100 million in Israeli money. That would show them that their money cannot buy our politics like it used to, because Gen Z is so awake and aware of all the negative things they do for our country. That would be an incredible victory. So not only am I gonna, like, I talk about Fishback a lot. We're gonna double down on Fishback. We're going to keep talking about him 10 times more and celebrating him. We're also gonna start celebrating Massie a bit more, because Massie's awesome. I might disagree with him on some stuff. He might not be as based as Fishback. Fishback is incredible. I mean, it's hard to compete with. Fishback will be president one day. Charlie would have been president in 2032. Sadly, Charlie's gone. Fishback will be president in 2032. I can almost guarantee it. But that would be an incredible victory for America First. But let's watch this ad of Thomas Massie really quick. Here we go. It's 2.5 minutes. To be honest, I might turn my camera off and go take a piss during it. I don't know. I've already seen it.
Thomas Massie is, in his district, and probably nationally, but certainly we know for a fact in his district, the most popular person. Thomas Massie has made good on the promises that Donald Trump made to the nation. Thomas Massie is a better standard bearer for Trumpism, for the America First ideology that Donald Trump ran on 3 times, than Donald Trump is. He is, in short, the American they told us we should aspire to be. He is the man you want your son to be.
This is the Shire. I mean, look at it. It can't get any more beautiful than this. Here in these hills, these are the people that I grew up with, and the families that I grew up with are the same families my kids are growing up with. And to come back here and have a real interaction with people you know, and you know you're gonna know until you die, is very rejuvenating to me.
I met Thomas before he came to Congress and was sworn in before his class was actually sworn in. But I was leaving Congress a few weeks later. So we actually crossed paths, so we can say we served in Congress together. I knew he was very dedicated to the cause of liberty. I was anxious to help him, and I think he has proved his case for being a defender of liberty and the Constitution.
If you put in an AI and asked, what would the Constitution look like if it's a representative in Congress, it would be Thomas Massie.
You're not going to earn a lot of good friends on Capitol Hill following in the footsteps of Ron Paul. That demonstrated to me from the...
Hearing them talk about AI for a second makes me want to report on this Kevin O'Leary, Tucker Carlson debate. Maybe that's what we do tomorrow. We do it over the weekend. We do a reaction stream to it. But Kevin O'Leary is trying to build this massive data center that's the size of, like, how many football fields? I think it was like 40,000 football fields worth inside. Like, it was an absurd size. It's the data center is bigger than the island of Manhattan. And people are standing against it, very obviously. I'm very against AI data centers as well. That's one of the reasons I love Fishback. He doesn't want to build them in Florida. Byron does. But I don't know if we'll get into that today. We're already running long on the show. We'll probably get into that maybe tomorrow on our Casual Friday show or over the weekend. But that's a pretty important thing to watch, because the AI data center debate is a massive one in the country. Because, you know, on one end, we don't want to fall behind to China. We are like... In 50 years, when they write, you know, this in the history books, they will look at this as the AI arms race. That's what this will be written as. AI arms race between major powers and countries. But at the same time, it's like nobody wants to fucking deal with those things. Nobody wants all their bills going up because of it. The permanent sunlight effect from them, that it's just fucking terrible. Elon has floated out an idea of like orbiting data centers where they're like literally orbiting the Earth. Like they launch them. I don't know the fucking science. Elon's a nut, but we'll get into that maybe tomorrow.
The very beginning that this is a fearless person.
But what people know about me is if you attack me, I'm probably going to dig in. You're not going to move me. I'm not bullied.
He's way better than any of his critics on the Second Amendment. He's way better on COVID. He's way better on the vaccine mandates. And we just go down on and on and on.
This is a takeover. America is occupied. There's no question at all. that our government is occupied, that Trump's administration is completely occupied, and they are not serving the American people. This is despicable. It shouldn't happen. If you are in Kentucky, vote for Thomas Massie. I'm going to hope and pray that he wins.
Yeah. So we're going to push for Thomas Massie. We're going to push a lot harder than we have been. We need to get behind America First style candidates. And like I said, he might not be fully on board with like Groypers and America First, but Thomas Massie, he needs to get elected. It would be, like I said, if we could get Fishback and we can get Massie victories in these elections, it would be a massive hit to the Israel lobby and a major win for America First candidates. Major win for transparency. Major win for the American people. It would show that the people have more power, that we are restoring power back to the people. It would put that on full display. I got a fucking burp. It's not coming out, though. Got a burp. It's just not coming out. Not coming out. Okay, let's get on to our last story, which is this Benjamin Netanyahu thing. Let's actually go to the, let me find it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's like go to the trending page, and then we'll go over. Let's do this. We'll look at Bibi Netanyahu's tweet first, then we'll go to the trending page. He goes, today I instructed my legal advisors to consider the harshest legal action against the New York Times and Nicholas Kristof. They defamed the soldiers of Israel and perpetuated a blood libel about rape, trying to create a false symmetry between the genocidal terrorists of Hamas and Israel's valiant soldiers. Under my leadership, Israel will not be silent. We will fight these lies in the court of public opinion and in the court of law. Truth will prevail. So a couple things. First of all, right here, let's highlight this. Never beating the allegations. Another Jew suing somebody. Holy shit, I've never seen that happen before. I've never seen a Jew threaten a lawsuit before. Every fucking day, it's all I see on my X timeline is Jews threatening lawsuits. Never beating the allegations, first thing. Literally never beating them. Second thing, we have seen videos of the rape. There are two things that he's talking about. There's one, they're talking about the rape of Palestinian prisoners by IDF soldiers. And two, there's a claim about, them allowing dogs to rape these people, which that I haven't done much. I'm going to be honest. I haven't done too much research on, but I will. But the first one I can say for sure is true. I've seen the videos of the rape. I've played the video, I was hesitant to do it, but I played the video of the rape on my show. Like a blurred out version, but you could still see the guy thrusting in as the other people were holding this person against a wall. Absolutely disgusting. They like rammed a pole up. Crazy. Absolutely insane. Then we go to the, and another thing I want to highlight real quick is him saying the genocidal terrorists of Hamas. It's like, okay, I'm not pro Hamas at all. I don't give a shit about Hamas and the towel heads. Couldn't give a fuck about them. But to say the genocidal terrorists of Hamas, it's like you are the genocidal ones. You guys are in 8 fucking wars. You guys are literally actively killing Christians in Lebanon. You're killing women and children in Gaza. You're supporting bombing schools full of little girls in Iran. You destabilize the entire Middle East. These are the genocidal people. But he's like, the genocidal Hamas terrorists. It's like, okay, you fucking idiot. Like, holy shit. And then here's the New York Times statement. The Israeli Prime Minister has threatened to file a libel lawsuit against the New York Times regarding Nicholas Kristof's deeply reported opinion column on sexual abuse by Israel's prison guard soldiers, settlers, and interrogators. This threat, similar to one made last year, is part of a well-worn political playbook that aims to undermine independent reporting and stifle journalism that does not fit a specific narrative. Any such legal claim would be without merit. W, New York Times for standing up to them. W, New York Times for standing up for them. And I want to see if I could find this dog thing because, let's see if we can find it. Christian mentioned it in the thing. Yeah, here's the video of the guy getting raped. I remember showing this on the show, and Fidel, the token Jew who used to watch the show, doesn't watch the show anymore. Fidel was like, no, that's not rape. They never raped this person. See, here's the thing. I'm not seeing anything about dogs. So, like, Christian, is that even accurate, or did you just, like, fuck this all up for me? Like, did you make me... Oh, okay, no, you're right. And dogs assaulting... Okay, but they're not... Okay. Christian fucked me up. Okay, I misreported because I thought what Christian was saying. Christian, see, this is why I don't want to fucking listen to you, because Christian... the one day I choose to listen to Christian, Christian's completely wrong. And fuck you, Christian. I love you, Christian, but fuck you, Christian. Like, come on, what the fuck? Okay, so we're going to change. The story is not they got raped by dogs. They were getting attacked, but that's probably true. They were getting attacked by dogs. I'm sure that's true. This guy goes, blame others for not doing your only job. Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm live on the show. I'm talking about the prison rape, and then Christian goes in the live chat, and Christian goes, what did he say? Let's read it. He goes, I don't know about the report said that Israelis use dogs to rape the Palestinians. And I was like, well, I'll look into it. And I even said, I don't know much about this, but there may or may not be some merit to it. Oh, yeah, I am going to blame Christian for that one. I am for sure. I'll blame myself a little bit. I'll take 10% of the blame. Christian, you get the other 90% of the blame, though. Fuck you, Christian. Come on. But yeah, no, I'm sure they use dogs to assault detainees. That makes sense. Like, that makes sense. Like, that's just, like, things that happen. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying that happens. They've been doing that to prisoners in, countries throughout the Middle East for a very long. This isn't the first case of that where they had a dog go and torture somebody by biting them and, chaining them up, barking at. It's not the first time that's happened. But yeah, we know the rape happened because, like I said, the videos of it exist. Like, if anyone wants to see the video of it, go to this guy's account, Speak Truth and RH on Twitter. Just go to that guy's account. It's under the post from Bibi Netanyahu. That's where it is. But yeah, so that's what's happening there. They are actively trying to sue a New York Times reporter over this, but we know it to be true. It has been reported as true. There are videos of it. They held here, let's get this pulled up. Right to Rape Festival, Israel. The Right to Rape Festival. Right to Rape Festival. Not only that, but Israel is the only country on the planet where people have literally protested outside prison gates demanding the right to rape Palestinian female prisoners. Does anyone remember when this happened? I remember. We talked about it on the show the day it happened. Someone said, hey, JP, what is your opinion on Nick Shirley? I like Nick Shirley. I think what he does is pretty cool. But I also think, it's weird how they treat him versus other people. I think here's the crazy thing with Nick Shirley, and I talked about this on the show when it happened, but it's they celebrated this guy. He got a Rumble deal. He was on Fox. He was on every major media network. Laura Loomer was doing everything besides suck his dick when he was exposing Somalian fraud. And then Tyler Oliveira exposed the Jewish fraud that was happening in Lakewood and the Jewish fraud that was happening in New York. And Nick Shirley comments under it saying, expose it all. Then Laura Loomer's like, this anti-Semitic piece of shit. I can't believe anyone supported this guy in the first place. And it's it's just so wild what they've tried to do to this guy. The fucking things they've put him through over. He wants to expose fraud. Jews don't want their fraud. They want Somalian fraud exposed, but not the Jew fraud. Never touch the Jew fraud, apparently. Someone says, sorry for driving you off topic. I was just kind of wondering what. No, it's fine. We're kind of getting to the end of the show anyway. But yeah, not a bad question. I like Nick Shirley. I think he's good. I think what he does is objectively a good thing for the country. He's trying to expose fraud. We need to do that. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that has popped up while I've been filming, any new trending topics that it's is it worth talking about? There was one report today where there was 9,000 UFOs were sighted underwater by U.S. coasts. And it's okay, really? First of all, I'm not buying it. Second of all, even if it is true, who gives a shit? Show me the alien. Show me his penis, and I'll believe you. I want to see that alien's penis. No, I'm kidding. But show me the alien, and I'll believe it. Show me the alien, and then I'll believe you. But it's I'm done hearing about aliens and UFOs and all this. It's show me the fucking alien. Show me the alien, show me his penis, and I will believe you. But if I don't see an alien penis, I'm sorry. I'm not going to buy into the prop. I'm not going to buy it. No, they do exist. I'm sure they exist. Statistically, it's likely, but I'm just so sick and tired of fucking hearing about it. It's who fucking cares? Someone said the right wing just wants to film preschoolers. What the fuck are you talking about? Are you talking about Nick Shirley saying he wants to fit? No, he wants to expose fraud. It was called the Quality Leering Center. If you're sending your kid there, to be honest, you should deport yourself. You're that retarded. You're sending your kid to the Quality Leering Center? Guess what? All those kids are going to be fucking retarded. They're going to all have leering disabilities by the time they grow up. Holy shit, what a stupid fucking comment. What a retarded fucking comment. Okay, and here's the last thing. So we'll talk about briefly. We'll briefly go on a rant about this. Probably not a long one. I'm a big Christopher Nolan guy. Love Christopher Nolan, love his movies. I think we all do. We all love, The Dark Knight. We love Interstellar. I'm just assuming, but I'm sure most people like Interstellar. They liked Oppenheimer. They liked The Dark Knight. They like The Prestige. Christopher Nolan's a great director. He's now doing this new movie, The Odyssey, and it's like Helen of Troy is now black. It's this black ugly woman. Achilles is a tranny. And it's like, come on, dude. Like, you were the guy we really liked. You made these like great movies, super, super intriguing and thought-provoking and great storytelling, writing, direct, like everything was always so good about his movies. And it's like, now you're going to take a movie about like a time period that like all these young men in the country are really interested in. Like, when you think about who's interested in that time period, it's generally right-wing young men. Like, it's not a lot of women. It's a lot of right-wing young men. And it's not a lot of left-wing. They don't give a fuck. They don't know history. They're retarded. But the right-wing young men are the ones who are going to, like, would pour out to watch this movie. But it's like, now you're casting Helen of Troy as a ugly black woman, and you're casting Achilles as a transgender. Like, who's the one playing Achilles? Let's get it pulled up. It's Elliot Page. It's this person right here. Let me get it pulled up for you guys so you can see who I'm talking about here. It's this person right here. It's the girl from like what was that? The Leonardo DiCaprio Inception. She was in Inception, but now it's a man. Now it's a man. This is Achilles. This is Achilles, guys. Right here. That's Achilles. We're raped. We are being raped, robbed, and looted every fucking day. We like, can we get a fucking win? Like, can we just have a movie with normal people? Can you cast people? Like, here's another, like, again, I know Disney does this, so it's like, I'm just screaming into a fucking void here. But it's like, Disney loves to do the same thing where they'll like take a role and they'll recast it as a black or like a gay or like or a woman or something retarded. Absolutely fucking retarded. And like, I grew up loving the Percy Jackson books. Loved them. Loved the Percy Jackson books. I feel like a lot of kids with ADHD liked them. And then they came out with the shows, like, 10-episode series where it's like chapter by chapter of the book, and it like seemed like it was going to be a good show. And then like they made everybody a minority. Like, everybody's a fucking minority, and it's like there were no minorities in there. I went back and reread the book. I'm like, there were no minorities in here to start, but you made everybody a minority now. Like, why? Why? Who asked for this? Who asked for this? And they're like, oh, we cast the best actor or actress. It's like, I'm sure you didn't. I'm sure there was a white girl who was just as good as the little black girl that you casted to be a white character. It's so crazy because it's like, I promise you this, if there was a black character in the book, that would 100% be casted by a black. They would never put a white in a black's role, but they have no problem putting a black in a white role. It's just so retarded. It makes me so annoyed. Someone said it's pronounced Achilles. Yeah, I know, but I don't know. I'm kind of just making fun of it a bit. Kind of just making fun of it. The Lightning Thief is my favorite book. Dude, it's a good, like, it's a great read. The Percy Jackson books are a great read, and there are no blacks in it. Just how I like just how I like it. Just how I like it. Nice and white. And then they ruin it. And then you watch the show and it's like, okay, let's look up the cast. JT, God bless you, brother. Thank you, JT. Let's fucking go. What a guy. What a guy. Thank you, JT. Truly appreciated. Truly appreciated. Do they not have a picture of, like, the whole cast? Okay, it's like, these are, like, the three main characters. It's like, you see, it's like they're all just, I don't know. Like, this is what Annabelle looked like in the original movie. And then, now she's this black girl in the new movie. It's like, okay. Like, can we not get fucking raped? Like, can we just get, like, one win as white people? Like, as white people, can they just give us one fucking thing? Can they give us one thing? Seriously, just one? That's all I ask for, one thing. And I want you to cast white people in white roles. Do not say that, like, do not, like, cast blacks in white roles and then refuse to, like, do the opposite. It's just absurd. They would never cast a white in a black role. They would never cast a straight in a gay role. But they have no problem doing the opposite. They have no problem casting the black and a white. So absurd. They hate white people. They hate white people. Someone said, do they say the race of each person in Lightning Thief? I don't think they say the race of every person, but they kind of allude to, like, they describe Annabelle, like, in detail. They describe these people in detail. They describe Thalia in detail. They describe, who was the other guy? Chiron in detail. And then you see them, and you're like, okay, well, Chiron wasn't black, but now he is. Annabelle definitely wasn't black, but now she is. Thalia wasn't black, but now she is. What's his name? Who's the kid who turns on everybody? Hermes' kid in the book. He's like an Asian guy in the show. I think the only one that could be accurate is the goat. The goat. I think that's the only accurate one. They made him a minority, but I think he was a minority in the book. I think that is legitimately the only accurate one. Clarice, daughter of Ares. She's not a minority. Like, her dad is white in the show, and then she's a minority. It's like, what the fuck? Like, it's so disappointing. They literally fucking hate white people. They just hate white people. Isn't Grover supposed to be white? I don't know if that Grover's the guy. I don't know if he was supposed to be white. We could look that up. What was Grover from Percy Jackson white in the book? Yeah, assumed to be white, but no, now he's a minority. Now he's a minority. Someone said, cast Tom Cruise as the new Malcolm X. Let's see how yeah, that would be great. He's so much... I was thinking for a second you were saying as Achilles. That's crazy. As the new Malcolm X, that would be funny. Tom Cruise as the new Malcolm X. Took me a second. I missed that for a second. That would be so funny, though. That would be so funny. Now I'm just picturing that. That would objectively, dude, it'd be so funny. It's like, imagine if you got like, I don't know, who would be like, imagine if you got just like one of the, like Chris Hemsworth or something, it'd be like Muhammad Ali. Like, I'm just trying to think of funny examples where it's like you could just replace a black with a white and like, oh, but this is just, we found the best actor for the job. It's like, because that's the excuse they use. They're always like, oh, we casted the best person for the role. It's like, no, you casted the most diverse person. You're just a complete and utter woke douchebag. But okay, let's move on. Let's go to our comment section. Let's get right to the comments. Jennifer Lawrence as Rosa Parks. That would be incredible. Jennifer Lawrence as Rosa Parks would be so funny. Holy shit. Like, Sam Hyde should do shit like this. Sam Hyde should do shit like this. He's got the money to do it. I don't have the money. But okay, thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being fans of the show. Please remember to like, smash the follow button, leave a comment. We read all the comments at the end of each show. Rate the show 5 stars on Spotify. Follow on all platforms. Join the Telegram channel by scanning the code. Check out our website, autv.shop, autv.shop, to get all your America Unfiltered goods. We got hats, sweatshirts, quarter zips, mugs. We got everything, the whole shebang on there. And big shout out to JT and big shout out to Catherine as well. Thank you for your donations to the show. Much appreciated. God bless you. We do our donations on Power Chat, Kick, and Rumble. We're still waiting on YouTube again. YouTube said it would be 1 week, and then 2 months later, fuck you, YouTube.
Hear me out. Telegram fan vote for a new background every other casual Friday. It can stay recent and gives another reason to get people in Telegram.
That could be fun. Switch up the green screen on Fridays, on casual Fridays, and give people like a vote on it. That could be fun. I would do that. Into consideration. I like that idea. Dude, this is the same guy who was schizo posting yesterday, and then I just replied to this comment. I was like, dude, you chose to watch. JT goes, is that a new tie? Here's the thing. I have like 100 ties. Like, I have like so many fucking ties. An insane amount of ties. I choose to just wear like the same 2 ties all the time because I like it. I like the ties. This tie that I have that's just like thousands of stars, love it. One of my favorite ties ever. I wear it all the time. And it's like, I'm only wearing it like an hour a day, you know, like I could just keep wearing it. But today I was like, you know what? Let's change it up. Let's have some fun today. Put on a different tie. I have so many ties. Maybe I start changing it up and start wearing different ties more often. But this is the guy who's schizo posting.
Oh, is this Catholic cursor? Don't talk about God, it just makes you look stupid. Seriously, and now I'm not gonna be waiting for your reply. You're a moron with a big mouth. That's all.
You still chose to watch, buddy, so thank you. Thank you for the engagement. Thank you for the ad revenue. Thank you. Appreciate it.
At my senior prom a few weeks back, there were 2 transgenders in the bathroom. I have literally never felt more uncomfortable in my life. It's so wrong, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy. Dude, why do you have like 80 flags in your name? Like, here, we're going to read this guy's, we're going to have this thing read this guy's name. I'm probably going to stop it early because I can't listen to it, but.
Brodica side flag of Serbia, flag of Bosnia and Herzegovina, flag of Angola, flag of Aruba, flag of Algeria, flag of Saudi Arabia, flag of Botswana, flag of Bulgaria, flag of the Republic of the Congo, flag of Cambodia, flag of Cape Verde, flag of Greenland, flag of Turkey, a flag of Morocco, flag of Mexico.
Dude, it is crazy how many, why do you have something like put an American flag? Are you not American? Like what's going on there? What's going on there? We talk about dual loyalty a lot and that's the shit you do?
The more I listen to your show, the more I respect you. In my opinion, you're one of, if not the best AF streamer. You speak nothing but the truth. You're consistent, great morales, and you're a funny ass dude. If anyone deserves recognition, it's you. Keep up the great work. And God bless you, brother.
Amen, brother. What a guy. What a compliment. See, that just strokes my ego. What's up? The more I listen to your show, the more I respect you. In my opinion, you're one of, if not the best AF streamer. You speak nothing but the truth. You're consistent, great morals, and you're funny, and you're a funny ass dude. If anyone deserves recognition, it's you. Keep up the great work, and God bless you. Well, God bless you, brother. Amen to that. Let's go. Thank you. Much appreciated. Wow. 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 Yeah. Yeah. I'm just like that. I'm just like that. I'm just like that. When I jerk off, I just think of how good my show is. No, I'm kidding. That's an old, if you watch like the old Comedy Central roast, that's like a joke to that. JT gifted, let's go JT. Big shout out. Thank you, JT. God bless you. You're the man. You're the GOAT. JT's the real MVP. But no, in the roast of Donald Trump on Comedy Central, who was it? Seth MacFarlane got up there. He's like, Donald Trump has such a big ego that when he fucks a supermodel, he thinks about jerking off. Kind of a funny joke. So I made a little play on it there. Just think about how good of a streamer I am when I'm kidding. Jerking off is sinful and disgusting. Never engage in that behavior. Every time you jerk off, you are screaming all glory and honor to Benjamin Netanyahu. The Jews are winning every time you jerk off. Just remember that.
Chud may have a true self-defense case.
No, he doesn't.
The black guy was making threats to him online and has a recent history of violence. I do think Chud is asking for it, but his work is necessary to prove how violent they are over a little word. They can call whites anything and no one bats an eye.
It's not necessary. Saying it's necessary is the wrong word. It's not necessary. We could have got by without Chud. We could have got by without a guy walking around screaming slurs and asking for violent interactions. And no, he won't have this. Like, maybe. I mean, maybe, but probably not. Most likely not. You are right, though. The guy has been threatening him online. But at the same time, with all the evidence that Chud has been looking for this to happen, he's fucked. I mean, he is fucked. Every one of his bad clips and live streams, it's all going to be played in court. He's fucked. He's so cooked. JT, that's crazy. JT, that's crazy. JT.
Justin Geethch is bringing the belt back to America. I love Ilya, but I have full faith in Justin.
I will say, after Strickland beat Khamzat, it's like, I saw a video and it's like, it was like Gaethje training for the fight after Strickland beat Khamzat, and it was like just the Rocky hype montage. And it's like, fuck yeah, let's go America, baby. Let's fucking go. Let's beat the fuck out of these people. I would love nothing more than Ilya to lose this fight. But if we're being honest, I was confident Strickland will beat Khamzat. I am not confident Gaethje would beat Ilya. Do I think it's possible? Sure. Do I think it's likely? Not really. But I'm hoping for it, and I will say I'm going to gamble on it. I'm going to bet on it. I will bet on Gaethje. I will let my money ride on the American. I'm not going to put a lot, but I love a good wild parlay. My favorite thing. Nothing gets me more excited in this world. You know, we talked about the simple pleasures of life yesterday. Let's go over some of them now. Getting people deported, great pleasure in life. Getting people fired for saying retarded things, great pleasure in life. Chocolate chip cookies, great pleasure in life. Placing a $1 parlay to win $10,000, nothing is better. I mean, it's beautiful. The fact that we could have lived in any era and we're living in the $1 to $5,000 parlay era, God bless the United States. I'm like, God bless this beautiful nation. God bless this beautiful nation. Because gambling's only sinful if you're like addicted or if you're spending above your means or you're doing it for bad reasons. If you're gambling like a couple dollars a week on $1 to win 5,000 parlays, I'm just saying. In gambling, there's no such thing as losers. There's winners and quit. No, I'm kidding. There is such thing as losers. Don't get it. I'm just kidding. Gambling is bad. Don't go gamble. But if you are going to gamble, place a 18-leg $1 bet parlay. That's all I'll say. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a financial advisor. You cannot sue me. But I'm telling you, it's the right answer. Oh, we just had the tranny freak stalker person hop in my live chat. Okay, first of all, we're gonna ban you from the live chat. Second of all, I know your real identity. Third of all, they go, I could get you fired. You couldn't get me fired. One thing, you're a freak who's gonna eventually just statistically kill themselves. Who cares? Second thing, yeah, get me fired from what? I work for myself, you fucking retard. You fucking schizophrenic retard. Okay. Yeah, again, we're not giving this person any more attention. There is that's all these people want. They are attention-seeking freaks. Attention-seeking freaks. We're just never going to tolerate people like this. Okay, there you go. Yeah. And goodbye. You won't be on the channel anymore. Have a good day. Yeah, we don't need to tolerate attention-seeking freaks like that who want to talk about eating roadkill and killing people online, because that's what this person was doing. An absolute freak of a person.
Chud is like Gypsy Crusader, just another cloud chaser. Honestly, he shouldn't be earning any money for what he does.
I don't think he was making money from ads. I think he was making money from people sending him money.
True. What the point of fighting for the white race if you don't even act like a proper white person?
Amen, brother. Chud's a retard. Chud's a retard.
He deserves to go to prison for murder. This wasn't a case of self-defense. He provoked this guy.
Yeah, I mean, we still got to see the video from different sides, but yeah, I tend to agree with you right now. I think it was just a clear case of murder.
That's on Chud. Blind racism of any kind is unchristian. I doesn't mean we can't recognize patterns, but hating on random black people is retarded.
Exactly. It's just low IQ nonsense. Low IQ nonsense. And everyone expects me. They're like, oh, you got to be one of the guys supporting Chud. It's like, no, I'm not going to support that.
By the way, bro, thanks for condemning these extremists like Chud and like the lady that told that other lady to kill herself. It is 100% true that as Christians we should want to help people and not cause them harm, and people like Chud will have to repent before God.
Yeah.
I also responded to comment you left while arguing with someone defending her.
Okay. Like, who cares? You don't have to comment saying I responded to, okay.
Do you think Prime Shaq was a top 10 NBA player?
Top 10 NBA player. Okay, let's think. That's a good question. Top 10. We'd have to establish who my top 10 is to do this. LeBron James 1. Jordan 2, Curry 3, Kobe 4. Shaq's definitely top 10. Don't even have to think about it anymore. Definitely top 10. Because I'm just thinking about it like this. It's like, I'm gonna lay two arguments. One, on offense, because you said prime Shaq. Tell me one defender who could stop prime Shaq consistently. I don't think that existed ever. I don't think there was ever a defender who had the ability to consistently contain Shaquille O'Neal in his prime. And then on the flip side of it, I don't think there was, a lot of offensive people who were doing well against Shaq in his prime too. He was a force to reckon with offensively and defensively. So yeah, that alone, I mean, I think he's definitely prime Shaq is top 10 for sure. Not even close.
Eventually any right-wing lunatic is gonna be marked as a groyper instead of MAGA to slow us down.
100%.
Do you know Dan Fogelberg?
No, sounds Jewish.
Groypers are lunatics, so it makes sense.
Yeah, you're just a 15-year-old retarded liberal kid from Chicago, so shut up. Jamin sends a link. Jamin, send me $5 and I'll play your link. I'm not doing it.
Yes, cause Tucker is one to speak.
Okay. I don't even know what you're talking about. Is there any more comments or was that all? I feel like I skipped a couple, but did I? No, I think I got through them all. Okay, that's been the entire show for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for being fans of the show. Please remember to like, smash the follow button, leave a comment. All the comments are read at the end of each show. Rate the show 5 stars on Spotify. Follow on all platforms. Join the Telegram channel. And remember to stay updated on all things America Unfiltered. Check out our website too, autv.shop, autv.shop. Get all your America Unfiltered goods. But with that, we're going to sign off today. I hope you guys do have a blessed day, blessed rest of your night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for our Casual Friday show. Hope you guys do have a great day, and thank you. The America you once knew is dead. Forget everything you thought you knew. You have been lied to. Used. Turned into a machine whose only use is repeating political talking points that do not serve you. Voting for politicians that don't care about you, and promoting division in a nation that needs unity. America is an empire, and like all other empires, it rose and inevitably will fall. Most people assume America will last forever, but there is no evidence to support that thought. There is evidence to show that the chance of us surviving is a lot slimmer than the chance of us existing for another 250 years. Your mind is broken. Andrew Tate famously said when asked about the easiest way to accomplish physical goals. He said this to convey the truth that anything that is valuable is difficult to achieve, but worth it. The mind of America is broken. The older generations have turned selfish, the younger generations feel contempt, the middle generations are lost, and the middle class has disappeared. $100,000 a year was once a respectable salary, a goal for most. Now it is not enough to qualify for a mortgage. Boomers have made home prices so unaffordable that Gen Z has stopped even thinking about it as an obtainable